Edition of Take. I'm your host, always catch this here on May 16th, 2019, on this Thursday night. Thank God y'all here watching the tape, here with me, joining the conversation using the hashtag tape as we talk about the big story. Let's get to the big story. All right, the big story this week is, man, you know what the whole world's talking about. You know what everyone's talking about. Social media is going to uproar about Laquisha. It's a small independent film by Jeremy something, but he received backlash after the synopsis of the film is a unemployed white male becomes a black woman on talk radio. Well, he thought that everything was gonna go, good in roses, but watch this trailer and see for yourself. Watch this.
You always seem to say the right thing to just the right person. What's your secret?
I'm really just talking to myself. I don't charge for my advice.
Well, you should, because it was amazing. I saw this and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio station for my own show.
Well, congratulations.
They rejected me.
Well, congratulations then.
You weren't right for your own show?
Jason's gifted. We need to get the money for this school.
$13,000 a semester? Asking me is their own show. If I was a black woman, I'd be perfect.
She's brilliant. I know. Get her in here.
Loqueesha gonna be
The biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous?
Very.
It's not a crime. It's theater.
You live with Loqueesha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loqueesha. It's free.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
You just be good to her. If you good to yourself, you can be good to others. But don't be too good because the police will come around.
Where did you get this?
I got another job.
Doing what?
Consulting work.
What the hell would you know about being a white guy anyway? I know quite a bit.
Loqueesha is a real role model for every African-American woman on this planet.
Like the whole city has a Laquisha mania.
I am Loqueesha, officer.
What was that?
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's body.
You need to talk to Loqueesha.
Just because she's a woman and a black person doesn't mean that she doesn't understand you.
Is this really happening?
I'm on a bridge above the river, and I'm gonna jump.
But thanks for calling. Enjoy your jump.
I gotta start listening to her.
As you saw right there, the trailer for Laquisha, as a lot of folks are not feeling it and thinking that it's a bad stereotype of black women. And, it's that, it's a bad stereotype, but he never came out and explained himself on why he did that. But, we'll have a little more to the story on Viral this Sunday where we go in depth on Laquisha. But, like we said, that this whole thing with that didn't stop there, as the critics of the film had to say this.
I know you're motherfucking lying.
Like minstrel shows and black people put on pretty much on show of how negative and stupid and illiterate and all those things they are. And this film is pretty much showing how dark-skinned black women, how ratchet they are.
All right, as you saw right there, the critics, went on it and said it was a horrible movie. It was poor judgment from the actor, director of the film and writer, that he didn't use his judgment and use his clout. Well, it was, but hey, it's out there. Now he knows that a white man cannot intimidate a black woman, period. But we'll have that later on the viral video of the week, where you got to stay tuned for that. All right, on celebrity news this week, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle welcomed a son named Archie. We talked about that on Viral, checking the archives Viral this past week as we talked about that. Prince Mary and Harry welcomed Archie to the world, into the royal family. But on topic, many were praising the couple for, showing off the baby and giving birth. But there were some ignorant ones who did not do their research. Watch this.
There he is. As you can see, he's a man of particular age, somebody who should know better. Now, his name is Danny, and he apologized, saying that he didn't mean it to be racist. Look, you'll have to read the captions underneath, because I swear, even though English and English are the same from across the pond to here, I don't know what language he's speaking, but just read what he's saying. He's trying to back his way out. Go ahead.
I had a joke about Archie, and then I thought, oh, my go-to photograph when posh people, walk out or have kids, went to that stupid photograph of a chimp in a top hat. And shouldn't have done. And when people said, that's Meghan, you tear it down. Oh no, because I'm well aware of the centuries-old trope linked in race and primates.
But the thing is that if you're aware of it, older man, then why would you do something like that? A 30-year broadcast career. I've had a little bit over a 30-year broadcast career.
All right, you saw that Wendy Williams set it straight. That, hey, you have to, when you're a broadcaster, you have to do your research. You have to constantly do research, no matter what. And he didn't do his research, and he's been doing broadcasts for 30 years. You would think that sending a picture of that with a monkey will garner attention like that, and people would thought, you need to use poor judgment. You use poor judgment, and you didn't, be sensitive to that man that they are an interracial couple, but at the same time, a lot of people are not caring enough about, like, even CNN did a report where is the baby black enough? It's just like, it's a baby. It's an interracial baby. It's a baby that two parents love, that brought into the world with a care. And, people just now these days just doesn't do that with the insensitivity and the racial overtones. And the DJ just didn't do his homework, and he should have done his homework. That's why he got fired. All right. Speaking of Wendy Williams on talk shows this week. On the Wendy Williams show, Wendy Williams asked the question, the question that ayeshacurry put out, that she wants to be known desirable, where her husband is more desirable to women because he's a basketball player, and she's not desirable, and she's being ignored to that. Well, Wendy asked a question that many people stated the obvious. Watch this.
In the week, Ayesha revealed that there was an instance, she was talking to Jada Pinkett on the Red Table Talk show that Jada has, that a fan crossed the line with her. Well, just look at this.
I'll never forget, we wanted to go buy bikes one day. Riley, at the time, she's less than a year old. And this group of people come over and they're trying to ask Stefan for pictures and autographs. The woman opens the car door, sticks her body in the car, and she's like, oh, let me see. I'm like, no, like, get out of the car. She goes, oh, honey, you know what you signed up for.
What did she sign up for? What did she sign up for? You know what I'm saying? She signed up to be married to a man that she loves. They have beautiful kids. They can't help it if they seem like a picture-perfect family. I mean, there's no such thing as perfection, but as perfection goes, these two have got it in spades. But they are, because it's one thing to be dressed seductively and you see a man that you like and he's all booed up across the room and you lick your lips at him or something like that. That's different. But that's real tame compared to these days when hopping in the kids, what? Ayesha says that it also kind of bothers her that female fans throw themselves at her, basically ignoring her. Like ignoring Ayesha, like elbowing her out of the way to get to him. But in all cases, I feel as though a woman is only going to do that if the man lets her. Most of the time, if a woman's doing something like that, she's got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? If she's doing that to a married man with a family, he's got everything to lose. So if you bite back, man, then you lose.
Wendy Williams said that, but you rather lose, you know, if Ayeshacurry did get in that situation where she got involved with Mary Man, she would, you know, Mary Man would lose everything. So it wouldn't affect him, but it will hurt her. So Wendy Williams kind of like backpedaling to what she had to go through with her husband, which that was kind of sticky situation, to say the least. All right, on the reality show Clip Down, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta special, Portia having a baby. Portia and Dennis' mom have a little disagreement on moving arrangements for the baby. Watch this.
So what do you think about the kids wanting us to
Oh,
move in? I don't think that's going to happen for me.
no, they're going to need time to figure stuff out themselves, honey.
How do you feel about the new house?
I see them going in that direction, but I just don't see the hurry. And you know how it is with a baby. I can't believe you see a big old hurry about it.
Well, I guess with the hot dog factories and he has long days, he figured it would be easier on both of them if they had something closer.
Well, but he knew it was kind of far when he was out there, so that wasn't the issue at first. So I don't know where it came from. Why should she have to pick up 9,000 square foot of house and move somewhere else right now?
I'm not saying tomorrow.
But yes, you
But I'm
are.
saying
If you had put a contract on a house, that could happen in 45 days. Thank you.
I'm just trying to figure out why she wouldn't want to be in something where it's a equal playing field for both of them. Because that's her house. Can I mind my own business? No, never. I'm never going to mind my own business.
You can tell Dennis' mom is just a meddlesome woman. But they're just like some moms that they do. They meddlesome and they do stuff like that. They just can't help it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just Mother's Day. And some people just do that. They just like to meddle in other people's business, especially moms and dads and everybody else. You know, that's what people do. People are just born nosy. They can't help it. All right. Before we take our break, we want to, in remembrance, honor singer, actress Doris Day, who was known as, you know, the legendary actress, died at the age of 97. You want to remember her as well as legendary actor Tim Conway as well, who died as well. These two Hollywood greats will be remembered. May they eternally rest in peace. We'll be back for more tape. Stay tuned. I'm your host, Loqueesha, here on this Thursday, May 16, 2019. We are one episode away. This is the last episode before the one episode season finale. And we want to thank you for watching and thank you for supporting us and loving us. And we can't wait to come back for season 3 in September. All right, let's get to the political rundown. President Trump has a thorn on his side, like he always does, literally and figuratively. Conway, the husband of Kellyanne Conway, who works for Trump, and that's weird. You're sleeping with you don't hate that person. That's just how it be. I know that's conflict of interest right then and there. But he took to Twitter and bashed the president of his job of handling the Mueller report. Watch this.
He just may be the biggest thorn in Donald Trump's side, or at least his Twitter feed. George Conway, conservative legal scholar and husband of Trump's top aide, Kellyanne Conway, you might say has become the lid to Trump's ego. On Sunday, he was back at it, calling the president a narcissist after Mr. Trump again blasted the Russia investigation, tweeting, quote, "Think of it, I was under a sick and unlawful investigation concerning what has become known as the Russian hoax." Trump's tweet storm led to a 9-part tweet NATO of sorts from Conway. Playing off Trump's opening line, Conway responded, "Think of it, the Russia investigation was a legitimate investigation. It was in the best interests of the nation. But because you are a malignant narcissist, a person with both narcissistic and antisocial personality disorders, you couldn't view it that way."
George Conway and President Trump don't see eye to eye, but they got one person in common. Kellyanne Conway is just that person in common, where Kellyanne likes President Trump, and she has to like love her husband, but she ain't gonna be putting. She's placed in the middle, and she has to pick a side, but she doesn't want to. It's just kind of weird, but it's obvious. Wow, that's just some real heat right there, I'm telling you. All right, speaking of the 2020 election, former U.S. Congressman Beto O'Rourke made a rare appearance on The View, just like all the rest of the president's candidates. He showed the women of The View why he's running for president. Watch this.
Do you think you can get away with more because you're a man? And do you have any regrets about launching on the cover of Vanity Fair?
You're right. There are things that I have been privileged to do in my life that others cannot. And I think the more that I travel and listen to people and learn from them, the clearer that becomes to me. When women in this country are paid 80 cents on the dollar that a man makes, African-American women, 61 cents, Latinas, 53 cents. When you have 10 times the wealth in white America than you do in black America, when you have the largest prison population on the face of the planet, and it's disproportionately comprised of people of color, the systematic foundational discrimination that we have in this country in every aspect of life is something that I have not experienced in my lifetime. And I've had advantages that others could not enjoy. So being aware of that, and then doing everything in my power to help correct that, working with others, ratifying the Equal Rights Amendment, for example, so that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt that women will be treated equally in this country. Staring in the face the legacy of slavery and segregation and Jim Crow and continued suppression in our economy, in our democracy, in our system of justice. It's the only way that you begin the work of repair and stop visiting those injustices on the generations that follow. So yes, we have our work cut out for us in this country. I have my work cut out for me to be a better person and ensure that I'm more mindful to the experiences that others have had, different than the experiences that I've had.
Yes, Beto O'Rourke trying to concept new ideas, new things. He's trying to get that demographic. Since The View is all about women and they have a women demographic, he's trying to tap into that market to see if they'll come out and vote for him. So let's see what Beto can do, because Beto's been on a campaign trail as of late, doing what he needs to do. All right, on news of this week, actress Alyssa Milano, from Who's the Boss, where she wants to be the boss of stopping a new anti-abortion bill that just recently got signed in Georgia by its governor, Brian Kemp, preventing women from not having abortions, and they're keeping their fetus from being raped or having incest, embryos. Wow. And she tells women all over the world to go on a sex strike. And listen to this claim. Watch this.
Here's the deal. These bills make sex and getting pregnant extremely dangerous for women. Mm-hmm. So at some point, we have to really consider what it means for sexuality. We don't just need men for pleasure. Sorry. I don't think there's a human on the planet that is not pro-life. Nobody wants to get an abortion. Nobody. We are all pro-life. But there are circumstances that we cannot avoid. There's the mother's health. There's just not being ready, and what that means financially and for someone's destiny. This is an economic issue.
Listen, Milano trying to tell women to have a sex strike. Some women will, some women won't. Some women don't even know what's going on, even in their own state, to be honest with you. All right, typical Roe versus Wade. So it's going to be that way. Roe versus Wade. It just ain't going to change. One bit at all, for real. All right. On the viral video of the week, a black woman said loud and proud where she told the police to shut their mouth and know their role. Watch this.
What do you want? Guess what? You about to walk out my home though, because I know my rights. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Shut your ass up, Kevin. Do what I told you to do. Goodbye. I know my rights. They cannot walk in my home. Because if this door was closed, they would have had to knock. Don't ever do that again. Thank you.
Wow. That black woman said she was nervous and scared, but she was feisty. She was a feisty little woman. Even political commentator Roland Martin had this to say. Watch this.
Like, boom. I'm not even about to have a conversation with a cop. I'm not saying that I would do that. My generation may not, but there's a coming generation that may embrace that Second Amendment so fully that they revoke it.
Cleo, you had the brother Kevin who was in the apartment. And the cop says to her, she wasn't paying the bills here, that essentially he was the smart one in this household because he was trying to calm the situation. And the problem for
who said he was the smart one?
No, the cop did.
Oh, okay.
No, the cop literally says to her face, he's the smart one in this house.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. And the thing is, we have to always be calm. I mean, I can show you some videos of white folks losing it.
Come on.
But we have to always be calm because we're trained. Look, make it home alive, whatever the hell. But when you black, you pissed off and you ain't trying to be calm when you know it's wrong, like Sandra Bland, who knew she was pulled over for the wrong reason.
That's right.
She knew it was wrong, was recording the video, and the cop threw her in jail, and she ends up dying in jail.
Man, even he was impressed by her words and action to get those white police out. Hey, she giving folks new voices. She's the voice of the voiceless. And she just did it one way and another. I'm telling you. Woo! I'm telling you right now. All right. Thank you all for watching the tape this week. Next week's tape will be the final tape of season 2, our season finale. And we'll be back in the Flash season 3 in September. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week for our season finale. See you later.